Okay, so this is part 2. And I want to tell you about the cover because when you publish your paper, we'll make a cover for it. And we don't do this for every piece of writing. We just, once every 6 or so weeks, we pick a piece of writing and we publish it. We will do a Halloween story. We will do like a Christmas one. And we will do some nonfiction stories. I think we're going to do one on a life cycle of a pumpkin that we'll publish that. So we're not publishing every piece of writing, but just a few, maybe, here and there. So this is your first published piece. You want to have a cover for your book. And I've uploaded some book covers for you to look at on Teams. Because the worst thing that you can do is to take a piece of paper and scribble scrabble all over it and call it a cover. When you look at book covers, okay, these are some new ones I just bought at the book fair. Look at these covers. What do you notice about them? One thing you might notice right off the bat is that they're very colorful. They're interesting to look at. They don't have a lot of white space. Okay. Even my student's paper did not have white space in the back. Everything is colored. Everything. The sky, the grass, his baseball diamond, everything is colored. So there's no white space in there. And that's why I'm giving you time, because it is going to take time to do this. And I'm going to show you a trick that we do in the classroom. Because I do not have the patience, honestly, like this child did, to sit there with a crayon and color all this. I probably do not have the patience to do that. So what I try to tell kids to do is go through your old crayons and find the ones that are kind of broken, and peel them off, the little wrapper off, and you have these bare crayons. I have a whole bag of them that we use at school, and I brought them to show you. Because what they do is you take, like, say you want to make a blue sky, you take your blue crayon that you've peeled, hold it, like this, and you can color and quickly make a blue sky. And you can even layer, like you could take a dark blue and then a light blue and layer in some dark and do some shading and have some real fun with it. And it won't take you all day and it'll look neat. Same with the grass. You could take a green and then find a darker green and maybe go in and shade and layer some colors on there and make your cover look really good. That's just a tip, because I have kids that sometimes literally this is so overwhelming that they will tear up, almost cry, thinking that they've got to color all that. Some kids love it. Some kids could color this and do 2 or 3 a day. And some kids, this is way overwhelming. If this is overwhelming to you, go through your crayons. Ask your parents. Don't break them on purpose, but see if you can find your old crayons that are maybe broken or whatever. Go through that, peel off the colors you want, and you can create, especially the background. You can do your crayons that way. Because if you notice, like, see how this background is kind of lighter color? You could take a crayon peeled like that and make it, you could even layer in your sky with that kind of crayon. I hope that makes sense, because it saves us a lot of tears. Even this one, this almost looks like, see, it's kind of lighter all the way around. So that's a tip for getting your background colored. If you notice too, what is on the cover of every book, besides just being colorful, they all have a title. So you have to think of a title for your story. If you've not done so, think about that. And if you'll notice, your titles are big. Pete the Cat is not teeny tiny way over here on the side somewhere. A Little Bit Brave is not down here at the bottom, scribble scrabbled. Or so small you can't see it. Bruce's Big Move, it's big. And it's right where you can see it. I'm not having to search somewhere on the page for the title. My student going to the Braves game, it's right in the middle and it's black. And it's not teeny tiny. It's black crayon on top of the colors that stand out. So your title needs to stand out. You can, you're at home. And if you want to, you can even have your mom or dad like print out your title. It won't take 2 seconds. You can type your title in, print it out on black, and then color all around. There's so many options you could do. Or you could just use marker. You could use marker for your title and then do the rest in crayon or colored pencil in the background to be lighter. But your title, think of how your title is going to stand out. It needs to be big. Don't write it teeny tiny. You've got to think, okay, I need to make my title big, and you might want to use pencil and practice making your title, and so you can see how it's going to look before you do it in marker or black crayon. So that's some tips for how to make a really good title. I mean, a really good front cover. You've got everything colored on the background. You've got also some feature to look at that we'll talk about in a second in your title. So the feature that you're looking at here is this awesome bear. Here you've got this really cute rabbit. Here you've got a bus or a van. And you're thinking, I can't draw. I don't know how to draw. I get that all the time at school. I can't draw either. Okay? My people are stick figures. So what we do at school is a lot of times we will go, now this is very important that you make sure your parents know what you're doing. But you can go to Art Hub on YouTube. And Art Hub is a man and his son. And the man's an artist and his son helps him. And they draw all kinds of things. And he will tell you how to draw it step by step. Okay, so you can just go to his YouTube and type in car, and it'll show you how to draw a car. You can type in bear, and there's a bear on there. You can type in sandcastle, beach. There's just literally hundreds of drawings on there. And this man and his son, his young son, that's probably about y'all's age or a little older, they will go through and tell you step by step how to draw it. So you can have a little art lesson for your cover. If you feel like, I don't know how to draw, I want my cover to look good, I can't draw. Well, you might want to try Art Hub. And that man is going to tell you exactly how to draw what you want to put on your cover. But now this is the biggest thing. You can't just go on YouTube by yourself. You have to get your parents, and you have to make sure that they know that you're on YouTube. There's a lot of good things for kids on YouTube, but there's a lot of things that are not appropriate for kids. At school, I can pull something up, and I can be in control of it, and I can make sure that they are on Art Hub. So your parents have to help you find Art Hub. They have to put Art Hub up for you and help you search for your image. But if you get past that and you can get to your image, you're going to love it. You're going to love drawing. We do this a lot of times on Fridays at school. So we'll have a little drawing lesson, and we'll go to Art Hub and practice drawing something that we've read about. And it's a good way for you to feel confident about the cover of your book. It's a good way for you to feel like, I know I can draw. Like if you wanted to draw a rabbit, they can show you how to draw a rabbit step by step. You can pause it and draw it, pause it, draw it, erase it, whatever you need to do. But you have to make sure that your parents know you're on YouTube, period. You have to make sure that they are helping you find it. And if you can get your parents to help you and find that and just stay on that Art Hub, it's a great tool that we use in the classroom to help kids draw. So there's usually a lot of anxiety about the cover of a book, and you cannot turn it in. You can't just write with a pencil some title and draw something and turn it in, because that's just really not going to be your best work. Take your time. Do your best work. You know, this is a chance for you to be a little creative. We don't get to do it that often. So, you know, be creative. Make your cover look good. And the last thing, if you'll notice on the cover, usually down at the bottom or sometimes at the top is a name. And that, you know, is the author's name. So you somehow have to build into your cover your name. You're the author of the book or the little story. So you get to put your name on the front of your cover. So you have your title, big, bold, where you can see it. You have your name. You have some features that, you know, like here's cats that you put on an image that you draw. And you have your background all colored in. It's a lot to think about. So, that's why I'm giving you all the way to like next Wednesday to do this. Just make sure your parents check with you on YouTube and you're going to be fine. I think that's about all I need to tell you. You're gonna upload your published paper, so you'll have your parts to it. You'll have your corrected parts. I've got books everywhere now. You'll have your corrected part. You'll have your well, you've rewritten it neatly, and then you'll have your cover with your title, and there's his name. You'll have that too to upload. And then if you want me to share it with the kids in school, at school, I will. You can say, Michelle, you can share my story, and we'll share it at school. Because we would like to see your writing too. So anyway, let me know if you have any trouble, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.